Welcome to the Columbia College Coaches Show here on Mediacom Channel 22. My name is Cosmo from Y107 and KTGR Radio, and Coach Melinda Roy, Washington. Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you. We had a good run.
See what happens when you do a coaches show? I guess you get on TV and
everything
goes. As you can tell by the stuff around us here, the national runner-up. I know it wasn't the top prize that obviously was the ultimate goal, but still an unbelievable run all the way to the national title match.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the kids. You know, the girls, the young ladies, they worked so hard. You know, all season we had practice and extra practice and individual practice, and they really bought in and really did a nice job of being able to play together, have chemistry, work towards common goals. You know, we had different game goals, match goals, set goals in each one of the games we played, and I'm really proud of them. They did a nice job. And
you break down a season where, you know, and some say, you know, how hard is it, you know, with non-conference schedule and then the conference where you guys just dominate. And then that's done the second half of the season. You got to try and balance a little bit of keeping the competition fresh with knowing what you're going to face when you get up to the national tournament, when you go on a run like you do when you're playing all top 10 schools down that final stretch. You know, it's a long marathon of a season.
It is, and you know, it does go in stages. You know, the conference matches are, you know, some are good matches, intense matches, and some are just, you know, we just kind of show up and get through them and make sure we don't get anyone hurt and we accomplish some kind of a goal through those matches. Then we mix in the tournaments that we must play for the national rankings and to keep our level of play high. So, you know, we've been through a lot of different phases, I guess, of our season this year, and the girls really focused in on each stage and really took care of their business.
I flash back almost shortly after a year to this point, the kind of disappointment to last year's a year ago, and I don't want to keep harping on it, but obviously the tough injuries at the last moment of the season with the players right before the tournament started. And I remember after that national tournament ended, talking to you over at Southwell Complex at a basketball game, you said, look, we're going to reload, we're going to be ready to go for any possibility, and that's been a theme with not only your team, but John Klein's soccer team. We're seeing it now with the basketball teams with just a lot of depth in a lot of different roles, giving you, the coaches, the opportunity to interchange parts and adapt on the fly over the course of a long season and put together win after win after win.
Yeah, you know, it says a lot for Columbia College in the athletic department and the academic programs that we have that consistency. We're able to get in quality student athletes every year and also maintain our core in our programs. You know, you can't find a whole lot of success if you don't have a good core returning. And, you know, being able to have that core of returners coming back and the offerings that Columbia College has in academic programs, as well as our athletic department success and support of our administration there as well. To be able to return players year after year and be able to get in quality recruits that are going to carry our programs to be seen on that national level.
And that's the other side of obviously the run for this current team, you know, the success that they have, such a young team as well. We'll get into more on that on the show in a little bit, but it also continues to get the word out about Columbia College to some other potential recruits for players for next year or in the next couple of seasons.
You know, recruiting is always taking place. We're always looking and always, you know, upgrading and talking to coaches, talking to team members, talking to high school players, trying to piece that puzzle together for the upcoming year. And you know, every year, I think in the last couple of years, we've had some really great squads come through. I learned a lesson last year as a coach about things you can't control after those injuries, because I really felt like we had the team to push to the national title last year as well. But you know, then 3 days before we get on the bus, you lose two of your starters, and now, you know, you're taken out of that. So I think recruiting is always taking place, and I think lessons are always being learned by returners. So we just hope that we can continue that success and get in quality student athletes for the upcoming years.
Before we get to our break, I know you're such a competitive person. Was there ever a chance to breathe at all since the end of that final match, even though it was disappointing? I know the great team photo, the celebration afterwards, even though you didn't win the ultimate goal, like I said, but if you had a chance to have that 12-hour window even, or a day to just kind of go, okay?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Between the players and recruiting and my children at home and everything, you know, at the campus, they've been great. They honored us yesterday in a ceremony, and you know, just the coverage that we get and everything like that has been great. No, I haven't decompressed yet. I'm working on that. Everybody seems to want to tell me, I enjoy it, you know, and I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm still taking care of a little bit of business and getting ready for next year.
Well, as you can say, again, a lot of accolades for the Cougar team for this season. We'll talk about a couple, including a huge honor for Paula Fajeda. And almost forgot for a moment, she's only a sophomore.
Yes, good.
2 more years
Very good.
of number 7. I'll talk more about her and some of the other players as well that had great runs for this Cougar team all the way to the national title match in Iowa. We'll be back after this. It's the Columbia College Coaches Show on Mediacom Channel 22.